right, welcome to DWS, Drinking While Sober with Tia, Hollywood English. Today, I am interviewing my girl, Dominique Hilton. The subject for today is making the best out of nothing. This is episode 5. Hey, Dominique, how you doing, girl?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
The first question today is, tell me a time where you had to make the best out of nothing.
Oh, goodness. That's why I have bags under my eyes now.
It's okay, girl. Shoot.
I would say the time I had to make the best out of nothing is definitely in my younger 18s and 19s, brought up by a single mom, and I had to find a way to college. It
Yes.
wasn't the greatest because I really didn't even want to go to college. My mama wanted me to. So, um, being the headstrong person that I am, I enlisted, didn't even want to go in the military, but I knew that that was the only way to get the money through college.
Yes.
And then I just had to do it. Basic training was a little icky for me. I didn't want to be there, but I got through AIT, got back from the summer, enrolled in college, did ROTC to get the extra money additionally.
Okay, you had to do what you got to do.
And yeah, that was definitely a journey, but it all paid out in the end. But sometimes you really have to go through bad periods in life and also do things you don't want to do to come out and be successful. So,
Yes, so that goes into my next question. What motivates you to be the best person you could be? When others try to knock you down, what motivates you?
when other people try to knock me down, I just think about all the women that were in my position, for women of color. Like, no matter what occupation they did, Black women, we've had a struggle, an identity struggle.
Yes.
Sometimes we are literally prejudged before we even walk in the room and open our mouth. So I think about all the hardworking women before me that had to go through probably even worse than me to get where they're at today. And especially my mom motivates me, because anytime I'm in
Ooh.
doubt or don't want to do anything, she's always in my ear. So yeah.
Hey, that mama is a powerful tool. It don't matter where you at, where you going. That mama gonna make sure you straight, okay? This goes into my next question. What was something you had to overcome? So you talked about college, you talked about enlistment. What was the hardest part, or growing up, what was the hardest part you had to overcome?
The hardest part to me I had to overcome was not having my dad there.
Yeah.
When I was younger and my parents divorced, it's like my dad divorced his children as well. And then, I was the mama's girl. And as kids, people don't think
Yeah.
that kids are smarter than they are, but we eventually see stuff for what it is. So I definitely had to overcome not having a male role model or a dad in my life. And it wasn't easy. I got male mentors along the way, but I kind of held a grudge against men for a while and not very
Trust
trusting.
me, girl. I know how you feel. I just talked about this in one of my podcasts about fixing the relationship, and it was all about having my father in my life. Because that's important for a girl. Like, that's how we pick men. We pick men based
Yes.
on, and the dad need to tell us, hey, he ain't what you need. And that's why some of us pick bad guys, because we just like, we try
Or
to
we
figure
don't
out
pick
life.
any.
Period. Or we don't
Don't want
pick
to be
any. We be
bothered.
like, we don't want to, we don't want to be bothered with
Mm-mm.
that. Okay. So, man, that's crazy. You feel the same way. I was like, people can relate to what I'm saying, and you definitely could relate to fixing a relationship. Um, the next question is, have you ever been afraid of change? If so, tell my listeners a time where you were afraid.
Oh goodness, that's almost like every day.
Hey,
um, oof, I
that's
could
a
literally
hard
write a
one.
book. I'll just say this, because just the mindset and how the world changes day after day. I would say, especially with politics and everything, sometimes you literally have to sit back and kind of hear yourself think and don't react and just say, hey, is this worth my career? Or if it is, you can change the situation. But me, especially the career that both me and you are in,
Yes,
sometimes you got to just put your feelings aside and just be like, look, this is my career. I'm not risking it. And your feelings have changed too. Sometimes people we're more reactive than proactive. And I just think that causes a lot of chaos. So I just take my personal feelings and put them aside and just be like, this is my livelihood and I'm not about to lose it over the way I feel about something.
That's true. Most people don't do that. I like
No.
that you do that. Like most people don't take a step back. They just automatically be like, I don't care about this and I don't care that. They just try to fuss and fight over something or, make the situation worse. You take a minute, step back and gather your thoughts. A lot of people just don't get that aspect. And that comes with growth a lot of times. Like, when I was younger, I always wanted to fight. Like, hey, you said something to me? What you say? We fighting. Oh, for real, right? But now I'm older. I'm like, shoot, I could lose my job. Like I could lose everything I have. And a lot of people, you inspire people and you don't even know that. You probably inspire people that just been watching you. And so them seeing you do something bad, it's all a chain reaction in the end. Yeah. So I want to ask you, I always ask my listeners, what would you tell your younger self?
I would definitely tell my younger self to always put yourself first. And I say this as a woman, but also men can take this advice too. I see too many times younger people, they come with me with their problems that they're having either in their love life or even at work. And it's like, it's not about them, kind of. Mm-hmm. Like, I just hear this person, my wife, my girlfriend, my boss. And I'm like, okay, but what about you? What makes you happy? Do you even love yourself? It's just put yourself first when making decisions. I've seen too many, especially young women, make career decisions based off a guy they're dating or some guy, and they get somewhere and then they get
stuck. They don't want, girl. Yeah. I think that everybody needs to read Who Moved My Cheese. That's a good book. It's about change. Like it's about it's two rats and two little people, and they trying to maneuver through a maze. And the two rats, they figure it out, right? They got two little people. One of them, he don't figure it out. He just gets stuck. And the friend trying to help him move to the next station to get some cheese. And he comes back, he say, no, I don't want to. I don't want to go. I just know that they're going to drop off some cheese here. And he's like, you missed an opportunity. I already found the cheese. Like, come on, let's go. But a lot of times people just be complacent in their situation and they don't know how to get out. Mm-mm. So I don't even know where to begin with that one. That was a good one. I want to say Valentine's Day is coming up though. This is my last question, for my listeners. Valentine's Day is coming up. Could you give somebody some advice, since you said, man, they get stuck in these relationships and stuff? Like Valentine's Day is coming up. Give them a little something about love and how to really focus. If you don't want to focus on a relationship, how to really focus on yourself, because you also need me time.
Okay, so I'm going to give this disclaimer to people. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or married, I understand we grew up Disney Channel, princess, love story. Marriage and relationships, don't think of them as fairy tales. We get it. Sometimes we find our person, but it's not a fairy tale. It's not going to be perfect. There's ups and downs in every relationship, whether it's even a friendship. Nothing's perfect. So I'll just say this. You cannot be happy with anyone until you are happy and that you love yourself. Yes. I see a lot of relationships, they don't work out because there's a lot of insecurities, jealousy. And if you don't work on your inner self and figure out the root of problems, whether it's problems, growing up without a parent, or you definitely are like a very jealous person or insecure, if you don't work on that before you get with someone else, it's just not going to work out. I've had those issues too. That's why I'm enjoying my singles life. I know you see me, I'm always on vacation. I'm enjoying that right now. I don't
enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I always say everybody be like, oh, you long distance relationship with my husband, but it's just like, hey, it worked for us. I'm happy. I'm in a happy space. And it's like we dating. So a lot of people don't like that, and they like to be like around each other 24/7. It just worked for us. So I want to say I appreciate you for giving my listeners this knowledge. Anytime you want to come on my podcast, I will always have you on my podcast. Just hit me up. This was fun. And anything you want to say before you leave?
Hey, just thanks for having me. And, I hope everybody stays safe out there. Love yourself. Go ahead and book that spa appointment, book that cruise, book that trip.
Amen.
Just enjoy life because you only got one life. There's no after show. There's no nothing. You only got one life to live. So enjoy life and love yourself to the end of time.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's Dominique Hilton on the ones and twos on Drinking While Sober. Thank y'all for watching.